the Battle of Waterloo. Even today, the name sends shivers down one's spine. Fought on the 18th of June, 1815, this clash of titans decided the fate of Europe. Napoleon Bonaparte, the once and future Emperor of France, stood against a coalition of European powers. His opponents, the British army under the Duke of Wellington, and the Prussian army led by Gebhard Leberecht von Blücher. This was a battle for the ages. It was a battle born out of Napoleon's ambition. Having returned from exile, he sought to reassert French dominance. However, Europe would not sit idly by. Waterloo, a small town near Brussels, became the focal point of this epic struggle. The armies that clashed at Waterloo were a kaleidoscope of colours and formations. The British, a picture of discipline, wore their iconic red coats. These scarlet tunics, while striking, were a stark contrast to the dark green jackets of their German allies. The French, with their characteristic élan, sported dark blue uniforms. Their infantry and cavalry regiments were a mix of veterans and fresh recruits, all united under the Emperor's banner. And then there were the Prussians, arriving late in the day but with a vengeance. Their uniforms, a deep Prussian blue, were a welcome sight for the beleaguered British. Imagine, if you will, the scene at Waterloo. The sky, overcast and heavy with rain, mirrored the gravity of the situation. Smoke from thousands of muskets hung low, obscuring the battlefield in a thick haze. The ground, churned and muddy from the relentless artillery fire, was littered with the bodies of the fallen. Napoleon, perched atop a hill, surveyed the battlefield with a keen eye, his iconic bicorn hat a silhouette against the grey sky. From his vantage point, he directed the French forces, his every command echoing the hopes of a nation. Wellington, a stoic figure amidst the chaos, rode amongst his men, rallying them against the relentless French assaults. The day wore on, a brutal back and forth between the French and the British. Each charge, each volley of musket fire added to the growing carnage. Just when it seemed Napoleon's forces might prevail, a distant rumble shook the ground. The Prussians, their advance delayed but not deterred, had arrived. Their arrival, a much-needed boost for the British, swung the battle decisively. The French, already weary from hours of fighting, found themselves facing fresh troops. The tide had turned. With Prussian support, Wellington unleashed a final devastating attack. The French, their lines crumbling, were routed. Napoleon's dreams of empire lay shattered on the muddy fields of Waterloo. The Battle of Waterloo marked the end of an era. Napoleon, defeated and exiled once more, would never again threaten Europe. The battle's legacy, however, lives on. It serves as a reminder of the human cost of war and the enduring power of alliances in the face of tyranny.